Hey guys, today is Saturday, December 12th. The time is 2 p.m. and the temperature outside is 4 degrees Celsius. I'm here at Bloor-Yonge Station in downtown Toronto. And that was the Line 2 east-west subway platform I just exited from. And the plan for this one is to head on up to Yonge Street, and then I'll walk south through downtown to Front Street. And then I'll head over to Union Station. The entire walk should be somewhere around 3.5 kilometers. It is raining pretty good right now. Let me just pull out my umbrella. There's a look to the north up Yonge Street. And now I'm currently walking south along the east side of Yonge Street towards the intersection of Yonge and Bloor. This is actually my third attempt at recording this walk. I had originally gotten off at Rosedale Station and started coming south. And it wasn't raining when I first arrived, and then right around when I got to this intersection it had started to rain and I didn't have an umbrella with me. So I walked down to Wellesley and purchased an umbrella towards Wellesley, but I stopped at a dollar store on the way and purchased a $3 umbrella that lasted all of about a minute until it blew inside out and it wouldn't regain its shape. So I went back to the same Dollarama, as there's not really any other retailers open that would sell that sort of thing. And I bought a different style of $3 umbrella. So hopefully this one holds up. There's a look up at 1 Bloor East. And just across the street at 1 Bloor West is what will soon be one of the tallest residential towers in the city. And there's a look towards the Yorkville neighborhood. Hopefully the third time's a charm. There's a look at the usually quite busy Chick-fil-A. It's a bit unusual to see no lineup outside. And this next street up ahead is Charles Street. The wind seems to be blowing towards me here, so hopefully none of these raindrops attach themselves to the lens of the camera. I'll try to keep my eye on the viewfinder and wipe it off if it becomes obscured. And there's the Dollarama, where I'm a frequent umbrella purchaser. When I record these videos, I like to travel light and bring as little as possible with me, although that obviously backfired in this case. This would normally be probably the most vibrant and liveliest street in the city. And for that matter, probably the entire country. You'll notice it's undergoing an extensive redevelopment as we head south through downtown. A lot of the more traditional retail is making way for new condo developments. For better or worse, Yonge Street is certainly losing a lot of its unique character. And this is Isabella Street. Whoa. It's definitely a good idea to stay on this side of the street so I can see the oncoming traffic coming towards me, as there's plenty of potential here to get sprayed. If you've been paying attention to what's going on in Toronto, you're probably well aware that we are in what the province has called a lockdown. So most of these retail stores aren't open for in-store shopping. And as of Monday, York Region will be joining Toronto and Peel in the gray zone. A lot of people thought it was rather hypocritical that York wasn't added to the gray zone when Toronto and Peel were. And then later on, when York's case count became comparable to what Peel had when they were moved into the gray zone, the province still didn't move them into that status. And there's a look at what I think is a condo development done right on Yonge Street. It's set back quite nicely from the main street, and they've preserved the original facade. Although, unfortunately, one of the tenants is a bank. I'm not particularly fond of banks occupying prime retail spots on streets like this. I feel that kind of takes away a lot of the character of a neighborhood. And that's one of the fears, that Yonge Street will turn into a collection of banks and Rexalls and Shoppers Drug Marts and other corporate stores, as developers are really incentivized to build larger retail units at the base of their condo, where they can attract a larger, more stable tenant. And this here coming up is the intersection of Church and Wellesley. So just on the left is Wellesley Station. And on this side of the street, just up ahead, is a Dollarama and LCBO, but I'll take this chance to cross over to the west side of Yonge. There's some large puddles to navigate. I'm just wearing my regular New Balance, so hopefully my feet stay dry. and I'm going against my own advice of walking towards oncoming traffic. There's some more of the new developments going in along Yonge Street. Where these condos are, there used to be a Korean restaurant I quite liked, and a place called Mr. Cheapy's where I once bought a Swiss Army backpack, which I was quite sure was fake. But it held up and lasted me for well over a decade. In fact, I still have that bag. So if it was fake, it was still damn good quality. All right, maybe this is a good chance to hop back over to the east side. Sorry.
$5? You're an asshole.
Why would I sell this guy my umbrella for $5? Apparently, I'm an a-hole. So this is the intersection of Yonge and Carlton on the left and College on the right. The guy who wanted to buy my umbrella for $5 is pretty close behind me. I'm actually surprised at how well this $3 umbrella is holding up. That's College Park on the southwest corner. That's a look up at the Aura condominium, which is disappearing into the sky. All right, it looks like there's a bit of a tight squeeze on this side. Maybe I'll cross back over. So the next major street up ahead will be Gerrard, and after that will be Yonge and Dundas. So we'll take a quick look around Dundas-Square. That sits just across from the Eaton Centre. Normally these streets would be full of people doing their holiday shopping. But I think most people are probably just doing that on Amazon this year. There are several campaigns to get people to buy from local retailers. There's even one called Not Amazon. And there's a look into College Park itself and the Barbara Ann Scott Ice Trail. And there actually seems to be people skating right now. I will have to go check that out at a future date. Maybe I'll include that in a live stream that's coming up. So this is Gerrard Street, and right across the street is the former home of the Big Slice. They are preserving the facade of that building as part of the new development. That'll be another monster condo going in along Yonge Street. Unfortunately, I do not have any change. I can't actually recall the last time I had change. There's a look towards my favorite steakhouse in the city, Barbarians, on Elm Street. And just across the street is the Ryerson Student Center. And there's a future home of Jollibee. There's another Jollibee moving into the former South Street Burger location, just north of the intersection of Yonge and Eglinton. That's one chain that has started to aggressively expand into this region. And speaking of aggressive expansion, there's a Tokyo Smoke location. And this is the intersection of Yonge and Dundas I'm approaching. There was a protest on behalf of Ontario farmers going on earlier today. I'm wondering if these trucks were part of it. I know they paraded a lot of big trucks up and down Yonge Street, and there was also a march that followed them. And there's a look to the west down Dundas Street and the Eaton Centre just across the street. And Dundas-Square. Normally this corner would be full of buskers and preachers and people just flowing in and out of the Eaton Centre, especially at this time of year. But these government restrictions have put a huge damper on that. And I'll just cross over and take a quick look around the square. It looks like we have a wedding couple. That's certainly a bit unique these days. Good for them. There's the former Hard Rock Cafe location, which is now, not surprisingly, a Shoppers Drug Mart. I've said it before, but it's certainly a bit weird seeing Dundas Square like this. Maybe we can creep the wedding couple here. It's pretty awesome to see in these rather sad times. Someone's having the time of their life. Good for them. Hopefully they have a long and happy marriage. And I have never seen this part of Yonge Street so dead before, especially on a Saturday afternoon in December. To call this bizarre would be an understatement. There's some trucks that were partaking in the protest on behalf of the farmers. Normally on Saturday afternoons there's anti-mask / anti-lockdown protests going on. And usually there's a anti-CCP protest in this area as well. I haven't seen either of those today. And this is Shooter Street. That's St. Mike's Hospital, just to the east there. I recently did a live stream that went all the way down Shooter Street and into Regent Park. Did that one just a couple of nights ago. And last night I did a live stream along Inglewood Drive, otherwise known as Kringlewood. That's a street full of giant 14-foot inflatable Santas. I also recorded a video down that street at night, shortly before the live stream, but it came out a little dark. It's not a particularly well-lit residential area, and this camera is not the best suited for that kind of environment. I might just upload that video to the Johnny Stumbles channel anyways. So keep an eye on that channel. Don't forget to head over there and subscribe if you're interested in videos like this, because I will be posting a lot of shorter bonus videos similar to this, just shorter, on that channel, and anything else I feel like doing. Hey, we have the Singing Man. He is often seen around Yonge and Dundas, walking around singing. He always seems to be fairly well dressed. So I hope he has a nice warm place to go at night. And this is Queen Street. You can enter Queen Station from here. Maybe I'll cross over and we'll take a look at the window displays at Saks Fifth Avenue. There are more elaborate holiday displays in the Bay, which is just to the west side of Saks Fifth Avenue. They're actually both the same company. And straight in this direction is Old City Hall and Nathan Phillips Square and New City Hall, where the skating rink is open through reservation only. Oh, I forgot to take a look. There's some of these holiday displays. They're a little underwhelming. You think Saks Fifth Avenue would step it up a bit. That's rather disappointing, if you ask me. For such a prominent retailer and a prominent location where people look forward to the window displays every year. Someone got a little lazy this year, although I can't remember what they did last year. And there's Richmond Street, and that is looking towards the north end of the financial district. Someone has decided to take up residence in the bike lane with their vehicle. And I was going to give a shout out to all the channel members and Patreon members who have God tier status. I have that on my phone, but as I'm holding an umbrella with my left hand and the camera with the right, and I'm pretty sure I'll forget a name or two, I will give a shout out to those guys, hopefully in tomorrow's video, although I might do a cycling video tomorrow. When I used to work in the financial district, I'd often come to this A&W for lunch. Well, that was the first time this umbrella got seriously challenged. I assume this is all for a film shoot. There seems to be a lot of filming going on these days in this part of town. Netflix has a number of productions going. And there's a look east down Adelaide Street. The direction I'm looking at would be Adelaide East, and this side would be Adelaide West, as Yonge Street is the main east to west divide down the city of Toronto. And it is really coming down pretty good. I think I just saw a raindrop pop up onto the lens. Maybe I can find a dry spot where I can give it a wipe. Take a quick pit stop right here at the plaque in honor of Canada's first postal stamp. Oh, the lens looks pretty good now, but maybe as a precaution, I'll give it a wipe. And hope that just didn't screw things up. Hopefully that's better. If it's not, I apologize. The only more challenging conditions than this to record in are a heavy snowfall where the wind is blowing in every direction. Well, the only conditions that I would record in, obviously a tornado or a hurricane would be a lot worse. Or when I lived in Asia, they would call them typhoons. And I think in some parts of the world they're also known as cyclones. I know that's the kind of quality info you tune in for. And in truth, I probably have no idea what I'm talking about. And this is King Street. So here you can enter King Station. So there's just one more subway stop to the south I need to go. Let's look into the heart of the financial district. The next major intersection would be King and Bay. That's the 504 King Street streetcar heading my way. I hadn't actually done a walk down Yonge Street like this in quite a while, so I was hoping that I'd be able to get one in today and just take a look around and talk about a lot of the developments and stuff, but this rain has changed the complexion of this video a bit. It's rather been more of a head down and march straight forward kind of walk. That's okay. This is probably my favorite route to record in the city. It's certainly the most interesting from a looking around point of view. And it's a miracle that my socks are still dry. You take a look at my shoes, they look soaked. But I assure you my feet are bone dry right now. This is Wellington Street, and straight ahead is the former Marché. It was always one of the more popular places to eat in the financial district. You do not want to be in the path of a car splashing through this. I think Movenpick has withdrawn all their traditional restaurant operations in Canada. I would guess that this location was actually quite profitable for them. It was always busy. And it's a good place for a lot of these businesses to meet with their associates or clients, as it had a pretty extensive buffet, so there's really something for everyone. There was also a good selection of drinks. And there is Brookfield Place across the street. They usually have a rather elaborate... Or sorry, that's not Brookfield Place. I was thinking I was on Bay Street. I assure you I'm not drunk, folks. But if that were Brookfield Place, I would say they usually have an elaborate display set up. This is Brookfield Place. I was thinking I was looking at the entrance on Bay. That's the beauty of a video like this. I don't have the luxury of going back and re-recording whenever I screw up. That's the Hockey Hall of Fame. And over there is the Dominion building. That's a nice grand building you really wouldn't expect to see anywhere but downtown. I think it's currently owned by the federal government and used as federal offices. And right next to that, across the street, is Union Station, another grand old building. I've certainly toured through there a number of times on this channel. And I stuck to this side of the street because often you get a spectacular view of the CN Tower, but it is nowhere to be seen. There's a look north at Brookfield Place. And I am heading straight for Union Station in that Line 1 northbound train that'll take me up to St. Clair, where I will have to get out and board a shuttle bus. And I'll take that 2 stops north up to Eglinton Station. Just to the south of Huron Bay, just south of the railway tracks at CIBC Square, is the new GO Bus terminal. I did a video through there recently. And that's a look north up Bay. And the RBC Tower. And I could go in the Great Hall, but I'll just head straight down these steps here into the subway. This area would certainly be a lot busier on a normal Saturday. Okay, let me close up my $3 umbrella. I would say job well done. I also need to put a mask on because they are required indoors in any public area in the City of Toronto, as well as on the TTC. And let me pull out my card and we'll head down to the subway platform. There's a look at the streetcar boarding platform. But I want to get on the northbound train, and I actually want to be on the south part of the train. As when I get off at St. Clair to board the shuttle bus, that will be the closest access point to that. So I'd just like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this walk down Yonge Street from Yonge and Bloor down to Front Street and then over to Union Station.
Please stand clear of the doors.
If you wish to support the channel, there are links to my Patreon in the description, as well as you can check out channel memberships on the main YouTube page, or rather my main channel page on
Next
YouTube.
station is King Station.
All right, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.